my new topic, that is linear filtering and correlation using FFT algorithm. So an important application of FFT algorithm is in FIR linear filtering of long data sequence. In our last session, that is already described the two methods in DFT, that is overlap add method and overlap save method for filtering a long data sequence with an FIR filter based on the use of DFT. So we are now consider two methods in conjunction with FFT algorithm for computing the DFT and IDFT. So let Hn, that is the impulse function, that will be lies between 0 to n m minus 1. So the unit sample response of a FIR filter, and let Xn, that is the input data sequence. So the block size of the FFT algorithm, that is n that will be L plus m minus 1, where L is the number of new data samples being processed by the filter, and assume that the any given value of m and number L of the data samples is selected, so that n is the power of 2. So it consider only radix 2 FFT algorithm, and the endpoint DFT of Hn, which is padded L minus 1 zeros denoted by Hk, and this computation is performed once via FFT and resulting n complex number are stored. And so we assume that the decimation in frequency, that is DIF, FFT algorithm used to compute the Hk, and Hk in bit reverse order, which is way to store in memory. So in the overlap save method, first m minus 1 point data block are last m minus 1 data points of the previous data block. Each data block contains L new data, where n equal to L plus m minus 1. So the endpoint DFT of each block is performed by the FFT algorithm. If the decimation in frequency algorithm is employed, the input data block require no suppling, and the values of DFT occur in bit reverse order. Since the exactly order of Hk, we can multiply the DFT, say xm k, and with Hk. So that result will be ymk, that is the output, that will be multiplied with Hk and xmk. So in DIF is also a bit reverse value. So the inverse DFT can be computed by use of FFT algorithm that takes the input in bit reverse order and the process and output in normal order. So thus there is no need to shuffle any block of data either in computing of DFT or IDFT. So if overlap add method is used to perform the linear filtering, the computational method using FFT algorithm is basically the same. The only difference in the endpoint data blocks consists of L new data points and m-1 additional zeros. After IDFT is computed, each data block, endpoint, filter block are overlapped and m-1 overlapping data points between the successive output records are added together. So let us assess the computational complexity of FFT methods for linear filtering. For this purpose, the one-time computational HK is insignificant and can be ignored. So each FFT requires that n by 2 log 2 base n complex multiplication and n log 2 base n, that is addition. Since the FFT is performed twice, once the DFT and once for IDFT, so the computational burden is n log 2 base n complex multiplication and 2n log 2 base n addition. So there is also n complex number multiplication and n-1 addition required to complex the YMK. So therefore we have n log 2 base 2n by L complex multiplication per output data and approximately 2n log 2 base 2n by L addition per output data. So overlap add method requires to incremental increase of m-1 by L in number of addition. So by way of comparison, the direct form realization of FIR involves m real multiplication per output if the filter is not linear phase, and m by 2 is if it is linear phase symmetric. So also number of addition is m-1 per output point. So it is interesting to compare the efficiency of FFT algorithm with a direct form realization of FIR filter. So let us focus on the number of multiplication, which is more time consuming than addition. Suppose m equal to 128. So that will be like 2 to the power 7 and n equal to 2 to the power v. Then the number of complex multiplication per output of for an FFT size, that is n equal to 2 to the power v. So the number of FFT output point data multiplication, that will be CV, that will be n log 2 base 2n by L, that will be equal to 2 to the power v into v plus 1 by L, that will be n minus m plus 1. So that will be nearly equal to 2 to the power v plus 1 by 2 to the power v minus 2 to the power 7. That is the output multiplication. So if we consider the computational complexity, that is size of FFT, that is V equal to log 2 base n, and CV. As CV, that is the number of complex multiplication per output point. So if we take V equal to 9, then the output will be that is number of complex multiplication per output point, that will be 13.3. If we 10 V 10, then will be 12.6. If 11, that will be 12.8. If taken 12, that will be 13.4. If we taken 14, that is 15.1. So the values of CV for different values of V are given in the table. So we observe that there is an optimum value of V which minimize the CV. For FIR filter of size M equal to 128, and the optimum value occurs at V equal to 10. That is the optimum value. So we should emphasize that CV represents the number of complex multiplication of FFT based method. The number of real multiplication in 4 times this number. However, even if the FIR filter has linear phase, the number of computation per output point is still less than the FFT based method. Furthermore, the efficiency of the FFT methods can be improved by computing the DFT of 2 successive data blocks simultaneously. According to the method just described, consequently the FFT based method is indeed superior from a computational point of view when the filter length is relatively large. The computation of cross correlation between the 2 sequences by means of FFT algorithm is similar to the linear FIR filtering problem just described. So in practical application involving cross correlation, at least one of the sequence has finite duration and akin to the impulse response of FIR filter. The second sequence may be long sequence which contains desired sequence corrupted by additive noise. Hence the second sequence is akin to the input to the FIR filter. By the time reversing the first sequence and computing its DFT, we have reduced cross correlation to an equivalent convolution problem, that is linear FIR filtering problem. Therefore, the methodology we deployed for linear FIR filtering by use of FFT applies directly.